Hello everyone, welcome to H&S Automotive and thank you for taking an interest in this 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee. So in this video, we'll be doing a walkthrough of this vehicle. I'll try to point out any imperfections the vehicle has, and then we'll also go over some of the major features and functions of this vehicle. So at first, I'll just kind of walk around the vehicle, give you guys a general overview, and then after that, we'll dive in a little bit deeper. So here we are on the driver's side of the vehicle. And then here we are coming around towards the rear. And here we are on the passenger side. All right, guys. So before we get started, I'll just give you a general, basically, history of the vehicle. Previously, this vehicle has been titled in Arizona and Wisconsin, since it's in Wisconsin right now. We took this vehicle in on trade about a few weeks ago, so got it nice and ready for sale. And then some of the maintenance items that we've completed on this vehicle are, so it's got a fresh oil change using 5W20 full synthetic oil, and then a Mopar oil filter. And then we also went ahead and did the transmission service as well. Just given the mileage, this vehicle does have 171,000 miles on the odometer. Anything over 150, we just go ahead and do the transmission service as well. The vehicle runs and drives great, no issues there. So, all right, so now that we've got that out of the way, we'll take a closer look at the front end. Starting with the front bumper cover. Now, I'm just looking for any dents or scratches or any imperfections that you might notice. It does have two holes over here for the license plate, so that's very normal. Taking a look at the grille, there's no missing spokes or anything like that. The grille's in very good condition. Got the nice Jeep logo right over here. And then since this is an aluminum hood, so aluminum doesn't rust, but it does develop some corrosion, as you can see right over here. There's some bubbling right there, but nothing major. It is pretty minor, but it is there nonetheless. Taking a look at the hood, it is just a little bit dusty at the moment, but other than that, I don't see any major rock chips or scratches or anything like that. Taking a look at the lights. Now, the passenger side light is nice and clear, no haziness to it. The driver's side light does have a little bit of haziness, nothing too severe, but it is a little hazy at the moment. Now, taking a look at the driver's side fender. That nice reflective paint. We do have a very minor dent right over here, but other than that, the fender looks to be in very good condition. No scratches or anything like that. Taking a look at the tires. Tires have plenty of tread, good for many more miles to come. No issues there. And then taking a look at the driver's side door. As you guys can see, the paint is in very good condition. We do have the chrome package on this vehicle. I believe this is an add-on. So we got the chrome mirrors as well as the chrome door handles and a few chrome accents right on the doors. That's a nice little touch to it. And then coming around towards the rear, I'm taking out the rear door. No imperfections that I can see right there. And then taking a look at the rear quarter panel. As you guys can see, nice and clean. No rust or corrosion issues or anything like that. We got the fuel door right over here. And now checking out the rear bumper cover. Now I'm looking for any scrapes. Sometimes the bumper covers have a little bit of scrapiness to them, but this one's in very good condition. Just like I said, just a little dusty. And now we do have a hitch on this vehicle. Now this is mounted from the factory, so it's not aftermarket or anything like that, but we do have the 5-pin connector as well as the plug right there. This vehicle does have dual exhaust, as you can see. And then taking a look at the trunk. This is the Overland edition, so this is one of the highest trim levels that Jeep makes. And as you guys can see, it is an all-wheel drive. And then you do have the option of opening this glass if you don't want to open the entire trunk or if you don't have enough room. So just the glass itself does open up, and then obviously if you want to open the trunk, that's not an issue either. It is a power lift gate as well. Now coming around towards the passenger side, once again taking a look at the quarter panel. Nice and clean. I don't see any dents or scratches or anything like that. Once again, checking out the tires. Plenty of tread. And checking out the passenger side doors. Very clean, actually. No scratches or anything like that. As you guys can see, the paint's got almost a mirror finish to it. And then once again, coming around towards the passenger side fender is in very good condition, no issues there. And then right over here we've got the chrome side mirrors as well as the chrome door handles. Now these door handles, this vehicle is equipped with a keyless entry. So as you can see, there's a button right over here, so you don't have to take the key out or anything like that. You can just press the button, it locks and unlocks the vehicle for you. All right, now that we got the exterior taken care of for the most part, we'll take a look at the interior. Alrighty guys, so right over here we've got the driver's door, and then we do have a few creature comforts. First of all, this is real wood right over here, so Jeep actually used real wood. It's not plastic or anything like that. We do have power windows, power door locks, as you would expect, and then this vehicle is equipped with the memory settings for your seats. Taking a look at the interior, do have leather seats, and I believe the fronts are heated and ventilated. Yep, heated and ventilated seats in the front, and I believe heated in the rear as well. So you got the nice Overland logo right over there. Now the driver's seat does have an imperfection right over here, but other than that, there are no imperfections. Passenger side seat is very clean, no issues there. All right, so from here we'll climb inside and start checking out the interior. Go ahead and start this vehicle up. Put my seatbelt on so it stops dinging at us. Alrighty guys, checking out the instrument cluster. First of all, starting with the RPMs, as you guys can tell, nice and stable, no issues there. And then we do have 171,627 miles on the vehicle. Now we do have the TPMS light that's flashing right over there. We've been monitoring the tires. None of the tires are losing any air, but it's just a bad sensor. That's what's triggering that light, and that will just kind of be left alone. But as you guys can tell, there's no check engine light, no transmission or ABS light or any other warning lights, just that TPMS. Like I said before, the vehicle runs and drives great. Let's kind of zoom out, start taking a look at the steering wheel. Now, like I said, we do have real wood, so this is real wood on this steering wheel, which is very nice, and this is a heated steering wheel as well, and then the leather wrapped on the sides. We do have some steering wheel mounted controls. On the right side of the steering wheel, we've got our cruise control for the vehicle. Turn it on or off is just that button right over there, and then to accelerate or decelerate, just these two buttons. To cancel, obviously, is that one. And then we do have a few buttons on the or behind the steering wheel. They operate some of the audio systems, like the volume control and all that stuff. And then the buttons on the left side basically operate that infotainment or information screen right in the middle right there. So that's operated from these buttons right here. And then obviously the horn in the middle. Behind the steering wheel we have our typical turn signal stalk, doubles as headlight operation. And then yeah, now taking a look at the dash, we do have a leather wrapped dash. Now, like I stated before, this vehicle was in Arizona, I believe, for a significant amount of time, which is the sun beating down on it kind of causes leather to warp a little bit. But the positive side is the vehicle has no corrosion. So just some leather warpage on the dash caused by the Arizona sun. But other than that, no major imperfections. All right, now taking a look at the infotainment screen right over here. Now, as you guys can tell, this vehicle is equipped with the navigation system. Here, I'll just kind of press on map. This is a touch screen. So got the map right over here. Now, as you would expect, this vehicle has mostly everything: AM, FM, satellite radio, USB connectivity, as well as aux connectivity. And then you do have Bluetooth as well. So lots of features over there that we're just kind of gloss over. And then right underneath we have our climate controls for the vehicle. Here, I'll turn the lights on so we can see what we're talking about. All right, so we got our climate control right here. We do have dual climate controls, so the driver and the passenger can have their own temperature set. Heat and AC work good, there's no issues there. And like I stated before, the front two seats are heated and ventilated, so driver and passenger get heated and ventilated seats, and we got heated seats in the second row as well. All right. So very self-explanatory in terms of the climate controls. Right under here, we got a few buttons. So we got the traction control button, tow haul mode, and then the heated steering wheel is right here. And then to turn on or off the 12-volt power outlet is right there. And then the parking sensors are right there. You do have a little bit of a storage cubby right here to put your phone, wallet, or whatever the case may be. Gets covered up nice and well. And then right here we have our cup holders. And then right over here we have the suspension settings for the vehicle. So this vehicle is equipped with the, I believe they call it the Quadra 2 or the Quadra 4. Basically, it's got air suspension. You can raise or lower the vehicle. Comes in very handy if you're off-roading. You got all-wheel drive low, and then hill descent control is right there. And then you do have the sport option. Basically, what it does is lowers the vehicle, changes the gear shifts and all that stuff. So that's on the sport. Put it back to auto. And then to raise or lower the vehicle when you're parked, it's just that button right there. Yeah, so the air suspension is working well. No issues there. And we'll kind of go over that once we're checking out the underside of the vehicle. All right, now checking out the passenger seat. Nice and clean. And then this vehicle is also equipped with the panoramic sunroof as well. And that's just operated from right over here. So you can close the shades, open the glass part and all that stuff. And all of it works very well. Here, I'll just kind of demonstrate it real quick. So I believe it closes halfway first. Oh no, it closes all the way. And you can obviously stop it wherever you want it to. So go ahead and close it. And then it's just one touch auto that opens it. And then you just press it again and then it opens all the way. All right, and then to open the glass is just this button right here. And then to close it, obviously the same thing. So this all works very well, no issues there. Now from here, we will check out the rear seating area. All right, so got a rear door right here. Once again, power windows. And then this is our rear seating area. We do have an armrest that doubles as cup holders right in the middle, right there. And then we've got our vents for the second row right here. And then the buttons for the heated seats are just correspondingly right there. And then our 12-volt power outlet is just right over here as well. Awesome. And then go ahead and close this up. So right over here, we've got the trunk area. Like I said, it is a power lift gate. So in the trunk, we have our subwoofer, which is located right over here. Sound system in this vehicle sounds very nice. And then we've got our spare tire and jack right under here, along with some additional storage. And then, yeah, so very simple in the trunk. And then these seats do fold flat if you have any larger items you're transporting or whatever the case may be. So opens up all this room for storage. And then to close the trunk, just press this button and it does what it needs to. Oh, one other thing, as you would expect, this vehicle does have a backup camera right over here as well. And then we have backup sensors in the rear, and then I believe in the front. Nope, just the rear on this vehicle. So backup sensors as well as a backup camera in the rear. Now, as you guys can tell, the vehicle is currently running. Nice and smooth running engine. So from here, we'll check out the engine compartment. Alrighty guys, so as you can tell, we're in the engine compartment for this vehicle. From here, I'll just kind of be quiet for a second, let you guys take a listen. As you guys can tell, nice and smooth running engine. So in this vehicle, we do have the 5.7 liter V8. Made it to a 5-speed automatic transmission. Very solid drivetrain. So from here, we'll take a look at the undercarriage. All right, guys. So as you can see, we've got the Jeep in the air. From here, we'll check out the undercarriage portion. I'll start from the front, work my way towards the back, starting with the front suspension on the driver's side. So check out the CV boots. CV boots are not ripped or torn. Now, if they were ripped or torn, we would see grease all over the place and it would just be a mess. But as you can see, it's nice and clean. Other than the salt, we did get snow a few days ago, so that's the result. And then checking out the passenger side, once again, same story here. Other than the saltiness, there is no grease. The CV boots are not ripped or torn. And then right above my head was the engine compartment for the vehicle. So right over here, we've got the oil pan. As you guys can tell, it's nice and dry. And like I said, the oil was replaced using full synthetic. And then moving on, checking out the transmission, which lives right behind the engine. So right over here, we've got the transmission oil pan. Now, like I said earlier, we did do a transmission service on this vehicle. The fluid was drained, and then the filters were also changed. So the pan had to come off. This vehicle has 2 filters inside. Now, checking out the transmission. The transmission lives right up here. Like I said earlier, the transmission service has been completed on this vehicle. Both of the filters, which live inside the pan, have been replaced, and then it's been filled up with brand new fluid, as well as a new gasket as well. So there's no transmission oil leaks or anything like that. Now, moving on, right over here, we've got the transfer case. As you guys can tell, no leaks or anything like that. It's nice and clean. And then, although this vehicle is covered up pretty well, we'll take a look at the rocker panels. So right up here, we've got the rocker panels for the vehicle. As you guys can see, no corrosion issues whatsoever. Now, like I said earlier, it did live in Arizona for a while, so it's also a good thing. So as you can see, no corrosion issues. And then same goes for the passenger side as well. Rockers are very solid. As you can see, they're supporting the weight of the vehicle. And then still got the factory coating. And then checking out our exhaust. Exhaust lives right up here. Got dual exhaust running towards the back of the vehicle. And then here we have our drive shaft coming into the rear differential. Once again, as you guys can see, no leaks or anything like that, no seepage. And then this was the airbag that was replaced on the driver's side rear. It was replaced with a brand new unit as well as the air fittings. But other than the airbag, as you can see, everything else is properly mounted and secured. We got our shocks right up here, rear control arms, nice and beefy control arms right there, and then our CV shaft running towards the rear wheel. And then same story here on the passenger side. We got our airbag right up here, the ride height control sensor, and then the CV shaft, which is not ripped or torn. And then, yeah, everything is properly mounted and secured. Alrighty, guys. So this concludes our undercarriage portion of this vehicle. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please feel free to ask, and we'll be happy to get those answered for you. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye-bye.